So I woke up this morning with an idea to do a video about failure. So I set up my equipment, ready to film. And the video you're watching is the 5th attempt at getting this right. I had issues with sound, with my picture, the lights went off at a point, etc. But I'm telling you this because this is a lesson I just learned even further this morning, and I'm going to share about it. You know, when you're scrolling on social media and you see people's lives, you see what people are eating, what they're driving, the houses they live in, where they've been to, who they're with, and you tell yourself, some people are really living the life. And then you put your phone down and you look at your life and you feel like, what am I doing with my life? You tend to compare your life with what people are sharing on social media or what you see. But what you forget is that people are sharing only the highlights of their life and not their entire life. Nobody's out there sharing their failures. Nobody's out there sharing what they did wrong. Nobody wants to look bad. Everybody wants to look good. But maybe that's something that needs to change, because we're all human and we all have flaws and we make mistakes. So maybe it's time to just share our failures. Because by not sharing our failures, what we do is we put pressure on other people. And I know we're not responsible for other people. They need to be responsible for themselves. But essentially, some of us are lying to others. We're lying to the world. Because I dare say that certain people are putting out content that is not a true reflection of their life. We all know that. I put up a post on Facebook where I told people to share their failures. I also said it's not every day that you put out an encouraging word or a quote that's inspiring. Sometimes people are just down. And the only way to lift them up is to let them know that failure is okay. It's okay to fail. Failure is part of a process of getting better. That's the only way you know what not to do the next time. After hours of posting this, I realized that a few people came to comment. Some people were reluctant to share their failures, so some just said they're waiting for others to share. Until a lady just came out and shared her story about how she had started her business and she's lost so much money, but she wasn't giving up and she was still pushing ahead. And others started sharing. Somebody shared about how he couldn't keep his marriage and he failed academically. Somebody shared about how they dropped out of school. Then other people started sharing. And one common thing that ran through everything that they shared was the fact that they all ended on a note of encouragement. And for once, I realized that when somebody shared something they had failed at and encouraged me to get better because they were also doing it, it felt more tangible, because then they weren't pulling words out of the air. They had experienced it, but they were still going on. They were still pressing on. And that felt like encouragement for me. And I'm sure it felt the same for all the others. Someone reached out to me with a problem and didn't know how to solve it. And I told them a problem I had that was similar to what they were going through. And their problem was solved because I did not give them the solution, but I made them understand that I was also going through something similar. And by virtue of the fact that they looked up to me, it was normal for the stage they were in. It was part of a process. So maybe it's good to fail. Maybe it is good to share your failures. Maybe sharing your failure would rather encourage someone.